So it looks like this is red. Yeah.
How's it look?
Okay.
Thanks for the feedback, please. Yeah. Seriously. All right. Just give me some sort of idea what it's doing. Guard.
All right.
I think we're live now.
Oh, we're live now. So sorry we're starting up a little bit late, but we were over on sheet D, which went into an extra end.
Okay, so today, this evening, it's your announcers are
Hey, just watch it.
And Ann Wiggins.
Just slowing down.
And John Lawrence.
Sweep it
John
in.
Lawrence
Sweep
is
it
our
in.
Technical. So they have just started the first end on
Right.
sheet.
Thank you.
And the teams are Aaron Go-Curlin. They are in brightly colored tutus.
Yeah.
We'll describe them more as we go along. And they are curling against Irish Ice. The skip is Hershey and the home club is Potomac. The Aaron Go-Curlin team is, the skip is Gray, and they are from New Jersey Pinelands. It's a combination.
Yeah, and I think Pinelands is a new arena ice club.
Yes, it is, in southern New Jersey.
Nice shot, Aaron.
Very exciting. Okay, so just so far what you're looking at, looks like we had a promote for red, which is
Drawing.
Go-Curlin. And they are now shot.
Sweep it all the way. All the way. Yep.
So now it looks like we have a shot that was trying to come down.
Yeah, she
curl
fell out of
around,
it.
and did not make the hog. So
Yeah, a little bit light on that one.
that was Irish Ice.
Same kind of thing. Up here would be great.
All right, so now throwing second stones. I believe that's Bridget O'Grady.
It's got a curl.
They're sweeping, looking for something in the house and guarding. Looks like it's coming over a bit. Yeah, it's going to wreck. Hit the other guard and move the guard already there up just a tad.
Can you draw in?
And curling now second for Team Irish Ice is
Where is it?
Jeannie Davis. She's a
Sweep it
second-year
in.
curler.
All the way.
Looks like
Gonna promote.
they're going to promote. Looking for a promote. They're sweeping.
Split. Not too heavy. Make them sweep.
Okay, two yellow guards out front. So that didn't do anything. And now Aaron Go-Curlin is throwing up another guard.
Yeah. So right now it's looking pretty good for red since they got a lot of stuff in front of the house and they've already got one in.
Over and up. Over and up.
And that guard
Draw on it. Draw
ends
to
up
it.
nicely.
Or take it out.
Oh, it hugged.
Unfortunately, it didn't make
Draw
it.
in. Draw in now.
So it looks like the call from Julie to her vice Vita is a draw around the outside.
Sweep it in.
Looks like it's a little light.
It looks a little light, and it looks like it's going to go into
Wow.
those guards.
Okay, that's 3 of them. They're really slow.
Yeah. How do you feel about drawing this way?
Okay, so little light, so it went on guard.
Yeah. And that guard out there is right at the hot end, so it didn't get into play.
So the next shot coming down for the Aaron Go Curlin is a little heavy. It's going to be a draw, and I think it's through the house on the left side.
Oh,
Yep.
there you go.
Yeah, it's still in play, but out of the
To
house.
do what?
Stone.
Okay, try that.
Let's try this one then.
It looks
This
like
one.
they're
No,
considering
this
the
side.
promote.
You want it here
Looks like it.
or here?
Too much. No, we want it here. We don't want too much.
Yeah.
We don't want to do that.
Right.
Looks like Vita is a lot involved with ice calling.
Yeah,
Versus
so
ice.
Veta, I think she's been curling for 5 years.
Oh, this is her last year.
Yeah, and Julie, she's a first-year curler at the skip.
Okay.
So I think she's helping out a lot with the ice calls.
Isn't that a great idea?
Yeah.
It's always good to take advantage of your experience. Shots away. No sweep yet.
It's got a curl. It's got a curl. It's got a curl.
Looks like it might be
Okay,
a
let it
tad
come.
heavy.
Plan B.
And it looks like it stops just in the back 12 foot. So it's good for second shot.
Yeah, careful.
Okay, this looks like to be a guard. She's trying to protect shot rock in the center. Unfortunately, it came out a little wide.
No, that's not me. We're gonna need it. Don't, yeah, that's not me. Don't touch it. Don't ever touch it. Do not ever touch that.
Well,
Right.
it ends up in front, but
So we're gonna try draw
right in front
again.
of the yellow
Is it my
stone.
turn?
So it looks like it might be more
Yeah.
of a guard for that second shot rock.
Yes.
Even make it to the house.
Okay.
So they're going back to the other side of the ice, looking for a draw.
Okay, we're gonna draw in, and better to be heavy than light, because, yeah.
So you can hear a little bit of what Julie's saying. She's trying to err on the heavy side. Maybe if she's a little bit heavy, she might chip that back one out a tiny bit. But obviously the first call is just a draw.
Okay. All right, let's give it a try.
Shots away. Looks like she threw it out a little bit.
Yeah.
No. Let it curl.
It's not going to come to shot rock. Is it going to stay in the house?
Okay. Thank you, ladies. Maybe a little too much ice.
Yeah, so it
Maybe just a
stops
little
in
too much
the
ice.
top 12, but it doesn't
Yeah, so
curl over
a little
enough
less
to
ice
get in
than we would
the
have gotten.
line of the
It happened the other
Caliber
day
rock,
too. It wasn't
the red
curling.
rock, shot rock.
Yeah.
So now Leslie Gray is trying to decide how to get a second shot.
I say we try it
Which way
again,
does she wanna
unless
come?
something else happens here. too. There's that one too. The yellow one right there.
What do you like here?
I like the draw. She should know the ice by now. I like the draw around. I'm not sure what she's hesitating about.
Yeah.
I think I feel better about putting it on home plate. Putting one in the center.
They're looking at the other side.
Now they're looking at the other
Weight
side.
doesn't matter as much as line.
I mentioned the tutus earlier. There is a little problem with trying to see what's happening sometimes because the tutus are quite wide.
Rock on the line.
Yeah.
Her teammates.
They do. They seem to block a lot of the viewing pad. But they're pretty fashionable for this event.
Absolutely. They're going to take top honors, I'm sure.
Definitely.
The skip mentioned before the game, I said, "Where's your tutu?" She said, I'm not, that's too much for me. Okay, the shot is away.
No, it's got to curl a little bit. It's got to curl. It's got to curl. Get up.
Okay, so now we understand the shot was to promote her front yellow,
No, do not touch
but
that.
it did not come over enough, I don't think.
Yes. It was. Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
I guess they're trying to draw around the yellow, right? 'Cause they're red.
So we have to draw again. Draw in again.
Yes, you're right. That was a very dangerous shot.
That seemed pretty difficult. Yeah. I definitely would have come around the other
Yeah,
side.
very narrow board there.
If you happen to
Let's
be
try
light
that.
on that
And
side,
just
at
a
least
little
it's a
less
guard.
ice.
Yes, absolutely. Because she's still giving her the shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I apologize. I thought that was a red that she was trying to promote
Yeah.
because I didn't understand what else would make sense. Okay. Having said that,
Okay, so they're sitting one. We're going to draw again. Less ice.
so they're
Same
giving her
weight, maybe.
instruction from Julie to her team, and she learned from her first shot. Less ice, same weight.
Yeah. Well, it definitely looks like it's less ice this time.
They are yelling sweep to get it by the guards. Very close.
Yeah.
They got it by the guards. Can they hit?
And it stops just light. Yeah.
Okay, a little light. Good try, Julie, but too light.
Yeah. Get it in the light. Yeah. Yep.
Well, it does make it a little bit more difficult for the red to get a second shot.
Definitely. They have to play on the other side,
Trying to get
which is
another
a
one in
little
the white.
trickier.
Yeah.
So Julie's second strategy of holding them to one may work. We'll see.
Yeah.
Shots away.
It's got to curl.
Has to be full. It has to touch white in order to out count yellow for second shot.
Okay, it's not doing anything.
All right. And it looks like it's going to end up light.
Somebody grab this.
It just passed over the hog line, but it stops short of the house. So that'll be a score of 1 for red in the first end. Pretty close game so far.
You bet. Good start.
Are you guys able to hear us? Any viewers out there? Is there any difficulty hearing the announcers?
You're never going to sweep that. You don't have to keep up with it.
All right, so now we're starting up the second end. All right.
Okay,
I think
hopefully we've adjusted.
hopefully the sound is a little better now. Let us know if you can't hear the announcers. All right, great, thanks.
Yes. Good.
Okay. Good sweeping.
All right, so Team Irish Ice starts off with a center line guard.
This is the second shot for on Aaron Go. This is the second shot for lead on Irish Aaron Go
no.
Curlin.
All right.
Looks like it's coming in. A little tick there. It's going to be a nice, nice guard right there, right up to the ice, but not in.
How about my mic? Do you ladies hear me?
Yes.
Yes. So, second shot for the Team Irish Ice is looking to be a little bit wide. They were looking to draw behind cover. But it's pretty good weight. It's top 12, maybe biting 8 foot.
So they did leave it high, which is better than if it's not going to bury, leave it high.
Yeah.
Okay, just to give you an update on a couple of other scores. On sheet A, where we have Potomac versus Rochester. Potomac scored 1 in the first end. And then on sheet C, we have Philadelphia 1 against Banshees La Scuba Claire. Say that again twice.
I can.
And we had the Banshees scored 1 in the first end. Still don't have a score on sheet D. They're still in the first end.
And it looks like on the last shot for red, they promoted the yellow in.
Oh,
So
boy.
A little
Okay.
bit of a miscue there, but
Yep.
we'll see what happens next.
Julie's calling for a draw on the outside.
Sweep line, sweep line.
Sweeping for line, as you can hear. Looks a little light.
All right. Not hit.
So it did come up light, but it also prevented a red promote.
Yeah.
So it looks like Leslie is doing another promote on her other front red, but as you could hear from the immediate sweep call, it looks like the curler threw it inside. So it may come into the house on the other side. Oops, it did tick. All right. Did not make the house.
Yeah.
So, you want to bump one up? Yeah. All right. Yeah. Okay.
Julie and Vetta are still discussing the shot.
Yeah, and I had a request from Vetta that she wanted me to shout out to people who are watching at home. She wanted me to say hello to Nick, her husband, and Travis, her son.
All right. Okay, the shot is away. looks like it's a little narrow. They're sweeping.
Keep it. Yes.
They want to make sure and get by the front red.
Yes. Nice. Nice. Thank
Okay, they did not get by the front red, but they are blocking it from getting a promote, so that's not all bad. And that was a shot that the skip for Jersey Pinelands, Leslie Gray, was taking before, so that takes that shot away.
Takes it away. It looks like they're calling a promote on the outside there.
Ooh, looks a little hot.
Yeah.
Looks like a lot hot. They might, if they get a wick and a roll, they might do something. Nope.
All right, so they take out their guard in the front there. It rolls all the way over to the right side of the house, and it looks like it might be possible to promote that now, although it's third shot.
It's there, but tough one.
Yeah.
So Julie has elected to stay away from the right side, and she is now on the other side looking for, I think, a draw, hopefully a draw behind cover.
Yeah.
She's adjusting the broom several times. I know about that.
Yeah. It's definitely tough. I think this is the first time she's ever skipped, if I heard correctly.
Okay.
So I'm sure she's working out a lot of details.
Well, good for her.
Yeah.
Careful. Careful.
And with Vetta's experience, it's good to utilize that, capitalize it.
Yeah.
So it's looking good line-wise, but it looks a little hot.
Yeah, it's a little bit heavy. And it looks like it's going to go through the house.
It did.
Yeah.
Okay. So it looks like we're going to play on that side of the sheet for a while now. Nobody wants to mess with the other side. So it looks like we're that red. Leslie Gray has called for a draw around cover. Shots away. This looks a little heavy to me.
Yeah,
to you as well?
It looks a little heavy, but it might stick around this time. No.
No luck.
I guess maybe that's a little bit faster line there.
I guess so, and they're certainly using it a lot,
Yeah.
so they're trying to figure it out. So easy from behind the glass to throw the perfect shot, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, this looks...
All right, so this one is looking narrow by a bit. Definitely going to wreck on something.
That's not all bad.
So it knocks some things around, which might open up things for red a little bit if they want to come in. I'm not sure.
The thing that was a little scary in that last shot was whether she was going to promote red. So at least she hit it so that the angle was not there and didn't promote red behind cover into the house. But that shot is definitely there now. Yeah, they had the wrong color up. Made me nervous for a minute. I thought I was calling the wrong team in play. So, no, they put the red rock up for the skip. Leslie Gray to shoot. And it looks like they are going to try the promote.
Yeah.
Shots away. Coming in, they're now calling for the sweep.
Yeah, it's looking pretty close. We'll see if they can hold it.
Oh,
That's
what
a
a
great
beauty.
shot.
Beautiful shot. Almost to the button.
Yeah, just
Promote almost
just touching
to
the button. And sitting shot rock now.
Behind cover.
Yeah, that's a great shot.
That's one of those shots that when it's coming around that near guard, the nearest guard, you blink because you can't believe that it didn't hit.
Yeah, and I didn't know if they would be able to get the right angle at that point.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So that's one shot. Do we hit here?
So Julie is looking at her options. She's looking at several things. Her promote on either side, the outside yellows, or a draw down to.
Do you think I can hit here to hit there?
So she might be looking at the in-off.
That's what
I'd have
she's.
to hit that really
Yeah.
hard. To cut it that way.
Actually, I don't think she's looking at the hit and roll. I think she's looking at the
You can try it.
double
What else we got?
double hit.
Okay.
You want to draw? Right through here?
See, I have a little different angle. There you go. Your 2-2 is in the way. I should mention that the 2-2s are a toile of yellow or green, kind of a yellow-green and blue. Very fashionable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, there is a score on D now.
Oh, great.
And it looks like the red team, which is Celtic Curling Club Curling Chicks, Team Martin, versus Bucks County 2, Lynn. It seems like Team Martin has a score of 2 in the first end.
Okay, Julie's shot is away. The promote. Not the right angle, unfortunately. And it does come back to
Almost had that one.
12 foot.
Yeah.
Splitting the 8 and the 12.
It basically just nosed it.
Yes.
And it looked like they, either side might have been a little bit better, but
Not a nose.
yeah.
12-3-1. No, this one just doesn't feel bad.
Okay, so Leslie has discussed with her vice, Jane, and it looks like she's going to try and plug that hole
At least it might
so that Julie can't get in there and
yellow.
do any damage.
That's what you're talking about? You can try it.
Shots away.
And the shot looks a little heavy, but it looks like it's gonna stop in the touching top 8. Yeah, so it's pretty exposed.
It is.
It definitely leaves an opening for yellow if they wanted to go after that.
There is the possibility of a double,
Yeah.
and they're looking at that and where they need to hit.
Yeah, me too. Let's try it.
Okay, they're going to go for it.
Yeah.
Take that one out.
So the angle on this, they'll have to hit it from the outside side of the stone.
Yes.
And I guess with enough weight to get them both
to,
out of there.
to move them both, yep. It would require a good,
Okay, so
good amount of weight.
Yeah.
hit
Is
their
there a
red.
possibility that one of those red
Into their
stones
other
would
red.
hit the yellow stone in the back of the house?
The possibility of a jam is there, but if it hits correctly, it won't be a jam. They will split out. Now, if it hits it wrong, yes.
That's always possible.
Yes.
I wasn't watching where they were placing their. Do you remember?
Okay, Julie is trying to remember the ice there.
I gotta have weight on it.
She just mentioned she needs to have weight. Okay, she's ready. She's twirled her rock, made sure it's in good shape. Down in the hack, ready. Here we go. She did come with weight. It looks like it threw out a little bit.
Yeah, it looks a little wide.
It is. She might, is there any chance we can?
There's a chance something on the yellow could happen.
No,
it's up there.
unfortunately, she missed the whole thing. So
that'll be a score of 2 for red in the second end, making the score after 2 ends 3-0.
we're still waiting for every other sheet to finish up before we see scores in the second end on other sheets, but we'll let you know as soon as we know. Okay, first rock is away for Aaron Go Curling.
I believe their lead is Aaron Klim, who might be one of the Aarons for the team name.
Aha.
Their off-ice player, Aaron Doherty, might also be one of the Aarons for the team name. Not sure.
There she goes. Okay, Kathy Carr has thrown her first stone. Looks like it's floating out a little bit. I think she was looking for a center guard.
Yeah.
Looks like
It's also pretty heavy.
yeah, coming in. It's past the tee, but it is going to stick in the 8 foot in the back.
All right.
So it didn't take long for Leslie to decide that she wants to take that out. Stone's coming down. They're sweeping. It's not real heavy, so looks like it might come down to it.
Yeah, and it looks like a pretty good freeze right down to the yellow. So it's probably pretty hard to get the red stone out at this point.
Yes, a little separation, but it's definitely shot rock right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Kathy's throwing. No sweep. It looks like it might be a little heavy.
Looks heavy.
Yeah, that one looks like it's definitely through.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe it's stopping.
Ah.
Oh, it stops. Okay.
Okay.
Back 12.
Back 12.
There is a score update on sheet C. So in the game of Philadelphia 1, Team Bush versus Banshees, Team Adams. It's now tied at 1, so Team Bush scored 1 in the second end.
Okay, we also have, let's see this shot away. Looks like that is going to go through. So Jersey Pinelands, their shot, third shot went through the
it must
house.
be the ice must be speeding up a little bit.
Could be.
Yeah.
Could be. Okay, so an update on sheet A. We have a score on sheet A by Rochester in the second end. They scored 3. So they are, it's now 3-1 Rochester, and that skip is Hill over Potomali, and that skip is Kirkman. Still waiting on sheet D.
Sweep line.
Okay, back to our sheet that we're watching, and it looks like they're coming down to the red, and they may.
That's a very nice shot.
Very nice shot.
Yeah.
I think there's a good possibility that yellow is shot.
Yeah, I think it's yellow, but
It could be a measure, but
it could be a measure, yeah.
at any rate, at this point, she Leslie Gray is calling for a come to that pocket. It looks like it's looks like she turned it
Yeah, it's over curling.
over curling, so it's not going to be in play.
You might be able to
Yeah.
draw
It's
in.
short of the house.
Huh? I need a measure.
So Julie is trying to figure out what she wants to do. And she's looking to draw in, kind of using that as backing, I guess. Doesn't look like she's giving her a lot of ice on this
it
shot. What
looks
do you
like-
think?
It looks like less ice than before.
Yes, I'm kind of surprised.
But I guess
But maybe she was looking
yeah.
for more of a take.
maybe she's looking for more weight.
Where is it?
She did come out wide. She did come out on the line.
Bring it in.
All right, and the line's looking pretty good, and the weight is looking pretty good too. And it stops. I don't think it's in play for shot rock because it curled a little bit too much.
It did.
Um,
They're now at an angle. There are 4 shots in a row.
that's,
3 yellow and a red.
That's a pretty interesting setup.
It is. All starting at the T, going back
Yep.
in a V, V line. So we're lining them up. We can't seem to get anybody in the pocket, but they're lining them up.
All right, so red's trying to go for that pocket right now.
Here we go.
Um,
Looks like they've got a good line.
yeah, they've got a pretty good line. It's just crossing the center line now.
Although, is it ending up a little short?
It does look like it might be a little bit light. Yeah,
Yep, that's
doesn't make it to the house.
looking like a little bit more of a challenge than they anticipated. Trying to figure that one out. And they are looking to see who shot.
Yeah.
Same line.
Okay, they're going to keep trying.
I think the shot is a little bit harder now that there's that guard up there.
I agree. Okay, so Veta is setting up her shot, and she's going to try and come around that guard and sit in that pocket.
Yeah.
She's thrown pretty good weight. Doesn't look like it's moving much
Yeah.
yet.
It looks like it might be a little wide. It might not curl enough.
Here it comes now.
All right.
Now they're sweeping.
Yeah, that looks
That's
pretty
looking
nice.
really nice.
Yeah.
Very nice shot.
It's about half covered by the guard, maybe a
Yes.
third covered.
Yeah, about a third.
Yeah.
behind cover with a lot of backing and
so
biting red.
So it will definitely be hard to get it out because it's only peeking out on that left side, and there's all that stuff on the right side
Yep.
which you can jam into.
It's a nice shot by Veta.
Yeah, really nice shot.
Okay, we have an update on sheet D. Wow, big comeback on sheet D by Bucks County 2. That's the skip is Lynn, and they came back with a big score of 4 in the second end to take the lead. So it's now a score of Bucks County team number 2, 4 points to Celtic Curling Chicks, 2 points from the first end. Okay, here we are. We've got the shot coming. They're sweeping. Looks like they're going to hit Shot Rock right into the pocket.
Yep.
And as we predicted, it was going to...
It bounced off all that junk back there and rolled back in. Now it's touching the 4 foot, and the yellow is still sitting shot.
Yeah. So that ain't all bad for Potomac.
All right, I didn't see the call in this one. Are they calling a guard or they come around?
I couldn't see the call
Yeah,
either.
I didn't see the call.
It looks like with that ice that she's coming. No, I can't tell.
Yeah, I
If
can't
she's-
tell.
Does she want to move that red, or is she guarding? It's got some weight on it. It's not. Oh, she said, "I want to guard." Okay, that's awfully heavy for a guard.
Yeah, it's pretty far out there too. It's not coming back.
Yeah. Okay, they're letting it come in on its own. I would have been tempted to sweep that a little bit.
Yeah, pull it a little bit further at the end.
Yeah.
It ends up not really anywhere near the shot rock or second shot rock. So it's kind of guarding the left side of the house right now.
Right. Whereas the red shot, the second shot, is open for promotion, as well as that side of the sheet being open for draw.
Yeah.
So I think they would have liked to have gotten a little bit more of a guard out of that.
Yeah.
So easy to say from back here. So they were discussing a lot of deliberation. Looks like she is going to try that promote.
Yeah.
Coming outside in on the right side. Oh, now we
Changing sides.
now we may have a change. Nope.
No. Which side do you like better?
I think well, that's a toughie. I think I might like the other side a little better. I think they know that line a little better.
Yeah.
And getting by that front red guard.
Yeah, it's a little bit
is gonna
higher.
Yes, it's going to be tough.
I guess maybe they're thinking if they miss, then maybe something will happen with the red. Yeah.
That's possible. Got to play the options.
Yep.
What weight do you think they should throw for this shot?
This should be just a back house weight.
Yeah. Like maybe back 4 or a little bit more than that.
Yeah. They're not sweeping.
It looks like
Now
it's over curling.
It is
yeah.
over curling. I think she threw it a little light.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
looks like it's
It's
on the yellow, on
front
the yellow
yellow.
guard.
Okay, no damage.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
fine.
But it did over. She just didn't throw enough weight. It was a good call, John. Yes, the weight was really critical on that, and she did not have it to make that happen. So it looks like Veta is looking for a guard to protect their one. It is a little tricky to try and take out that red, to pick out that red without jamming on a back yellow.
Yeah.
Would be a championship shot.
It's difficult.
Yeah. So easy to say you ought to go for it, girls, but we can see why they might be choosing to guard.
Yeah.
At this point. Shot is away. No sweep.
Curl.
Yet.
Yeah, needs to curl a bit.
Needs to curl.
Let it curl.
Not curling.
Huh.
Well, she may be able to tick that over a little bit too.
Yeah. So
Okay.
they hit the yellow over about maybe 8 inches or so. So it does cover a bit of the red rock. Definitely makes it harder if they want to do anything with it.
Yes, not sure the promote is there now.
Yeah.
Because it's now half buried by the other red, and it looks like they're not going to bother with it. They're going to go to the other side of the sheet, try and draw in. So it may not have been the perfect guard, but it did its job.
Yeah.
If our yellow goes too hard into our yellow, it'll still stick with yellow.
Just an observation, there are a lot of rocks in play all across the sheets. A lot of draw, a lot of the draw game. Not a big takeout. Not a big takeout game going on anywhere.
We're sitting one.
It's always interesting when there's a lot of rocks in play, though.
Yes, it is. Makes it makes it fun.
Yeah.
Okay, the draw's coming down.
And it looks like
Well,
it's going to
wreck.
tick. Yeah. It hits on that
Okay.
top guard and just stops up there.
So nothing changed. So it looks like Julie is going to try the same thing.
Yeah.
Maybe even a little more.
Yeah, I guess that's all they really have at this point.
Yeah.
There's so much stuff up front there. That's the only way you can get into the house.
Yep.
This is the hammer coming up.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Last stone.
Julie.
Try to draw in, but if it comes up short,
Just to
it's
give
too
you an
hard.
update on sheet C,
It's in one.
1 point was scored by yellow. That's the Banshees. And so now the score is 2-1, Banshees over Philadelphia 1 on sheet C.
That's a pretty close game.
Yep, nice and close.
Yeah.
Okay, so Julie's getting ready. Trying to figure out how to get 2 out of this end with a draw. Vita calling for the sweep. Girls are sweeping. Got to get by that red.
Yeah, it looks like it's curling too much.
Too much.
It's going to hit on those guards out front of the house. So that will be a score of 1 for Irish Ice, Team Hershey, which will make the score after 3 ends 3 for Aaron Go Curling and 1 for Irish Ice. So do you know anything about this new arena ice in New Jersey?
I do a little bit. I have been talking to Jane, their third. Talked to her at a couple of Bonspiels, actually. She's a driving force behind that and the Pinelands. And she's just a dynamic person doing a lot of good marketing for this new arena club. Very positive. She and her husband very involved and doing a great job of pulling this club along. And it's just amazing to me She asked me for a lot of information because I had been instrumental in getting the Palmetto Curling Club started 4 years ago in South Carolina. And I ticked off, well, have you done this, this, this? Yes, yes, yes. I said,
Wow.
you don't need any help. You're doing well.
Wow.
Yeah. No, she's a real dynamo. Okay, so first shot's coming out for the two teams, and we've got one yellow in the front in the 12-foot, and the skip Leslie has called for something up front, but I'm afraid that her lead is throwing it deep, and Julie is going to sweep, and I don't think she's going to get it completely out. Nope, it's in the back.
That didn't look like a really hard sweep.
Oh, I wasn't going to say anything, John.
I thought maybe she liked
Did it on
having
purpose,
it back there.
backing? Could be. Sometimes you do leave those for backing.
Yeah.
But it's usually when you're way down. They're only 2 down. Early ends. But she knows her players, and if she's got a heavy player, she's going to do that. You're right. And unfortunately, Kathy did fall on this delivery, and it looks like it's lost its handle. Yeah. And now reversing and going through the house. Hard to recoup when you fall.
Do it again. Little less is okay. Just stay here blocking.
So they're calling sweep right now for Redstone. Ooh, it picked.
Oh, it did.
It definitely picked.
Because it's all of a sudden,
Yeah, just one in a different direction.
and they're all got puzzled looks on their face. We all know that one.
Yeah. That's too bad.
Not much you can do about that when
Yeah.
when you get a pick like that.
So they were going for the takeout there, and it was looking like it was going
It
to
looked
get
good.
a piece of it, and then it just
jumped.
turned.
So that's what we would definitely call a pick. Okay, we've got an update on sheet C. In the third end, yellow scored 1. So that's the Banshees. So now that score is 2-1, Banshees over Philadelphia 1.
Yeah.
Where is it? All right. Sweep it. Slow. Up. Up. Yes.
Okay, we've got a nice little draw coming in.
And it looks like it's going to stop a little bit later than they would have liked. But it's in the front of the house, so it's a pretty good spot.
It's not all bad. In that it's in the front of the house. It didn't curl. If it's not going to curl, it's not going to bury, leave it high.
Yeah.
And they did. And it looks like the other skip is going to ignore that and come around.
It looks like it's a little bit narrow,
Yes, it does.
so it'll probably
Promote.
tap one of these yellows up front.
Yeah. Actually, she could end up splitting them both. Oof. And she does touch both and promote both of them. One is exposed, so Julie's probably going to have to do something with that to protect it.
Yeah, they're calling the guard.
Yep, looks like it. Good call. Okay, we have an update on sheet A. In the third end, yellow, Potomali, Linda Kirkman, scored 1. So the score is now 3-2 Rochester over Potomali.
Sweep it in.
So the guard is a little bit wide on our feature sheet. Yeah, and it's not curling enough, so it's going to stop out wide of where they want it to be.
Way wide. What a shame. But that's a great weight.
Yeah.
It just, it does tend to fall out there. I didn't see the throw. Did she come out wide?
I didn't see either, so
Okay.
I'm not sure.
I'll tell you, it's really fun doing this announcing, but it's hard sometimes to keep your eyes on the sheet you're supposed to be on all the time because you see so much going on. Okay, this looks like a take called for by Leslie Gray. And it looks like it came out narrow. They did sweep to try and hold it, but it was too far gone. And ended up moving their own red back further. That was in the back of the house and really making sure it's less of a nuisance.
Yeah.
For Potomac. Still waiting on sheet D still in the third end with almost all the rocks in play.
Yeah, I think they started a little bit later.
They did because of
the extra end.
Of the extra end game, you're
Yeah.
right. Yep. All right, we won't give them a hard time then, right? Okay, Veta is ready to go with her shot. Looks like it's going to be a guard. They're watching it carefully, not doing anything yet.
This one looks like it's curling.
It does look like it's curling. I'd be yelling sweep.
Yeah, it might even hit the red here if it goes far enough.
Well,
Oh, no.
maybe not. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Oh, and then it turned just at the end rather than curling in.
Huh.
Very strange, but it's in a good position.
Yeah.
Leslie has opted she's going for the shot rock, which is in mid 8 foot.
Yeah. So they're calling sweep, so
Avidly calling sweep.
might be curling a little bit too much, but they'll probably get something.
It looks like they could get something. I think they're going to get the other shot. Maybe. Or. Okay, well, they split them and did move the shot near center line back behind the 4 foot. Yellow is still shot. The shot rock is still shot, but now the shooter from red is right in, well, not quite in front of it, but in the 8 foot, right?
Yeah, it's in the 8 foot. And I think they're calling a guard now.
Looks like it, yeah.
Because maybe they just want to make sure that they keep their shot rock.
Protect it.
All right, so Veta Stone is off, and it looks like it is over curling a little.
Could be. They might as well bring it in.
Yeah.
And they are, plan B, as you heard. Bring it in, bring it in, bring it in. Okay.
All right, so that ends up being third, I think, third stone. So that's pretty good outcome.
Not all bad. Now Leslie is calling for the tap up. Just a little promote on her red behind cover, hopefully. She's calling a little more ice to get because of the curl, and I think she's reading it a little bit better right now than Julie is.
Yeah, it looks like good line.
Very
And
nice. Very nice.
Great weight. Yeah.
Great weight.
So it's right to the button.
Right to the button, but it is exposed.
Yeah.
So it is there for Julie to attempt to take. But it was a really nice shot
Yeah, it was a very nice shot.
by Jane. She's the part of the Jersey Pinelands is Pinelands.
Yeah, I talked to Jane. She said she's a 5th-year curler, and she curls at Pinelands, but she also curls at Plainfield.
Yes, she does.
Yeah.
Both clubs.
Okay, back to the house.
Okay, so Julie's getting ready. And given the ice that she's got, it does look like she's going for the take, which would be the shot to try.
Yeah.
So this could be a big change in the house.
All right, so the shot is off, and it looks like it might be a little bit wide, but it's coming in.
Well, it's also a little
Oh,
light.
yeah.
Come on, girls.
All right.
Okay.
That works. It's exposed.
But it looks like yellow is sitting 2.
Yeah.
It's close, but I think yellow has 2. Everybody's looking,
Yeah, it's pretty close.
but it is certainly open.
Yeah.
I'm going to put up the overhead from a different angle so you can see it both ways
Okay.
for the people watching on the web stream. It's not clear cut from either angle.
Okay. Skip's taking her time walking down to the other end. I think this is a tough shot. She's thinking.
She's thinking what she's gonna do.
Now this is interesting. She is coming the other way.
Yeah.
See what it does this way. Is it curling enough?
Yeah, it looks
Here
like
it
it's
comes.
taking off.
Here it comes.
And
Here it comes. She read it well.
nice.
Nice shot.
Nice
Nice
shot.
shot.
Nice shot.
Good weight. Nice shot. Well executed. Looks like Julie, well, Veta is putting the broom down for her and saying the same shot rather than following Leslie's down. But we'll see.
Yeah.
You know, in cases like this, it's always what are you most comfortable throwing? Are you better on the out turn or the in turn?
Yeah.
And what you feel most comfortable doing,
And-
because the shot is there from both sides now.
Yeah, and she did just throw. Julie did just throw this handle, so
She did. She did.
maybe she
She is
prefers doing the same thing again.
She could, and hopefully she'll adjust her weight a little bit because she just was a little too light.
Yeah.
Definitely they've adjusted the broom. It's a little tighter, so she's going to have to throw more weight. All right, she came out a little wide of the broom, but they are sweeping.
Yeah, line looks pretty good.
Line looks good. Okay, all right. She did remove one, but there is still one red shot in the 4-foot.
Yeah.
And of course, Leslie has her last rock to come. So now she's looking at which way does she want to draw. So. still thinking. All right, she's opted for the outside in through the porch. She's got a nice wide angle. She does have a little backing in her red. There's no possibility of her getting more than 2, so it wouldn't make any difference taking out second shot yellow. She just a simple draw would do it. Okay, the shot is coming down. It looks a little wide. They are sweeping now, so maybe it's coming in.
Yeah, line looks pretty good from here, but it does look light. Yeah, so it stops light of the house, so that will be a score of 1 for red, making the score after 4 ends 4-1. So that will be 4 for Erin Go Curling, gray, and 1 for Irish Ice, Hershey.
Okay, we're still waiting on the finishes for the other sheets and for them to post score. We can tell you that on sheet C, the first shot away is yellow, so that means that they did score. The Banshees did score in the 4th end, and as soon as they post what it is, we'll update you.
Yeah, and on sheet D, it looks like they posted the 3rd end score now. They were a little bit behind.
Okay.
And it looks like on sheet D, Bucks County 2 scored, Team Lynn. They scored 1, so the score there is now 5-2, Lynn leading.
Over the Celtic Curling Chicks, Skip Martin. Okay, we're still a ways away on sheet A to give you a score on that. Still 3 rocks to go. On our feature sheet, what's happening? I can't see past a 2-2.
It looks like it's a little bit heavy. It will end up in the back of the house, close to center line.
It's in the 8-foot.
Okay.
Back 8.
Back 8, yeah. Okay. Kathy's first shot is coming into the house, getting ready to sweep.
Tee line.
And it's in front of the tee. So good for Kathy. She was having a little heavies for a little bit there, and she's pulled it back and is in front of the tee this time. So they've elected to take that out. But
please don't touch that.
It looks a little heavy, and I don't think it's going to be able to touch it. Nope. Through the goalpost.
I'm glad to listen to you, Jane.
Okay, Kathy's second shot coming up for Potomac Irish Ice. Skip Julie Hershey. Kathy Smith lead. Kathy Carr, sorry. And it looks like they're looking for a guard on her excellent first shot.
Yeah, and weight looks good, but has to curl a little.
It is curling. Coming up. Okay, it did over curl a tad, but it's biting the 12 foot. It's good position.
Yeah, that's a nice shot.
Try to draw right next to it.
So red elects to play the draw behind the yellow guard that was just thrown.
Don't touch it.
And it looks a little bit
heavy.
narrow.
A little narrow, but a
That's
little
cool.
heavy.
Let
It looks
go.
like it's going
Whatever it
to hit the front yellow guard, and it does jam on the back red for second shot.
All right. Yeah.
So that was a lucky break for Irish Ice.
Yeah.
So now they're looking at what to do and have decided to draw in front of second shot. Okay.
Sweep it.
The challenges on the
Sweep it.
other side of the
All the
ice
way.
tend to still be there. It tends to float out. They're
Nope.
trying to pull it back,
All right.
but it does not look like that's going to happen.
Yeah, it also looks pretty light. Yeah.
Didn't even make the hug.
Yeah.
Yikes.
It's removed from play because it's too late.
Sit on that.
Okay, it looks like the last shot on sheet A is coming down.
Yes.
And
Yes. Yes.
it looks a little hot.
Okay, and
So-
hit the line.
It looks like on sheet A, one,
Up. Yeah, see
they're
what
still
happens?
calling it.
Okay.
One red. There looked like a little confusion over there. Rochester got one red, and so that makes the score 4-2 on sheet A. Rochester, that's Skip Hill over Potomac, Linda Kirkman, Potomac.
Yeah.
Okay, back on our sheet.
They're going for that same shot they called before, I think.
Okay,
Oh, no, wait.
looks a little hot.
It's the takeout, actually.
Okay, but it looks like we might get the jam.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's exactly what did happen. So now red is sitting shot, full 4 foot. They bumped yellow back out of the 4 foot. So Jersey Pinelands is now sitting shot, asking for a guard on their next shot.
Yeah, we'll see if they have any more luck with this line.
Yes, it's been a challenge. You get to a certain point and it's going to float out. You're not far enough and it curls a lot. She looked narrow on this.
Yeah, this one looks pretty close to the center line already.
Yes. I don't know. Can you see past the 2-2? I can't see past the 2-2.
Not too much. Okay, it looks like it's definitely over curling. It's going to be not anywhere
Near
covering
where
yeah.
it needed to be. Oh, it didn't even make the hog.
Oh,
Okay.
all right.
You want to come this way? Come this way.
All right, so it looks like they're going to call the takeout.
Calling the takeout on Vetta's first shot. Takeout, shot rock. And hopefully hitting it on the high side and shooting it out in the back there. If it over curls, but I don't think it will on this side. If anything, it's gonna float with. But I like her ice.
Yeah.
It's not too much. Weight looks good. Shots away.
Yeah.
They're watching it carefully. Here it comes.
Yeah, the line looks good.
I
it might
think
start over curling.
It is
Yeah.
over curling. That weight was a little down for that. Okay, unfortunately,
Too much.
Yeah, that curled a lot.
it curled a lot, and so it passed up the rock.
Yeah.
Missed the whole thing.
You guys think it's really light, sweep it.
Okay, they're looking for that guard again.
They're using the other turn this time.
Yes, I think they've decided
Better than the last one?
that other side. It is difficult.
Yeah.
The right side
Don't
going
touch it.
going
Don't
towards the
touch it.
boards
It looks good.
has been really tricky.
Yep.
And this looks good. It looks a little hot. Oh, it's going to be very good.
Yeah, that's a nice
Nice guard.
Yeah.
Very nice guard.
Great line.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. I think they're going to have to try draw. Yep, that's what she's looking for. Draw around. Come down to shot rock past the guard that is just biting the 8 foot.
Yeah.
Or half in the 8 foot. Vita's second shot.
Where is it?
That looks a little wide.
Let it come.
Yeah.
Needs to curl. Needs to curl.
Is there a tick there? Might get help from a tick.
Let it come.
Little tick. Sweep it, ladies.
Thank you.
Wow, I think
Okay.
I think that ended up
That
shot
ended
rock.
up shot rock. It did.
That- I'm sure that wasn't on their
No.
plan B, but
Hey.
that definitely worked out for them.
It certainly did.
Yeah, I didn't even consider that one ticking off of that one, but that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I did not see that the angle was there to
Yeah.
raise it into the red that far.
Yeah.
From this angle.
So,
But I love the socks. I should go get those socks. Well, not exactly what we wanted, but it worked out. No. Nope. Nope. Going wide. Yes!
okay, the shot's coming down, the first skip shot, and she does a beautiful job
Yeah.
of picking that out.
That was a really nice shot.
Very nice. There, red is now sitting 2. Well deserved.
Take out.
Beautiful shot done by Leslie Gray.
I'm afraid I'd hit that. Yeah. That's true.
Leslie is willing to take a few risks, and they have paid off.
Yeah.
But if I hit here, the one I throw should come in.
Looks like they're going to do a hit and roll.
I have to come in this way.
Okay?
Okay.
Sorry, we had a little challenge with our video. I hope everything is back in order now.
Okay. So we're going to try a draw in or a hit and roll. Okay?
So Julie's got several options that you just heard telling her teammates. Okay, she's concentrating very hard on this shot and delivers.
All right. So the shot is off. It looks like it's a little wide right now.
Yep. Well, they may be using the outside red as a tick. No, here it comes. Here it comes. Well,
Not quite.
fortunately, it did promote, but didn't do any damage.
Yeah.
They're still sitting 3 and 4 and 5. Again, a lot of rocks in play.
That way. We did. So we were playing narrower, I think.
9 rocks in the house.
Yeah.
I have a tutu in the way. Can you describe what? Can you tell what?
Yeah.
the
So
call is?
they're looking for, I believe, a promote.
You can try it again. That side.
Or is it a guard?
Or is she taking
I
a hit and roll off the red or off the yellow?
Yeah, they're now it's
No, but it's now
going
it's
to the yellow, but it's
no,
over curling.
Over curling. I'm not sure what that shot.
I think they were trying to call a guard, maybe,
Oh,
but
to
they
block?
they didn't have the right ice.
No, definitely not.
So there's definitely still that same shot they called before.
Yep, it is still there.
The hit and roll. We'll see what they decide.
If I can get in there.
You know, she does have the back yellow to come to.
Yeah, just a draw.
Draw down to the back yellow to be shot.
Yeah.
But it looks like is she trying to hit and roll or draw down to it? Well, she has options.
I am not sure what they ended up deciding.
I'm going to try to freeze in.
Freeze in, so she is coming back
into
to the
our
back
yellow
one.
there.
Yep.
More on the right side of it. I think they're sitting free.
Looks like there's a shot for potential 4.
She gave me less ice.
Pretty much
this
a
time.
nose hit. And then it would take both of the red ones out.
Yeah, unfortunately, she's not seeing that.
That's pretty tough, though. There's a lot of stuff for both of them to wreck on.
No.
All right,
It's
so
curling. It is curling.
it looks like pretty good line.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh no. It wrecked on the front red and shot through. So it's still 2 red.
So that'll be a score of 2 for red in the 5th end. So that will make the score after 5, 6 for Erin Go Curling and 1 for Irish Ice. And there have been a few updates on other sheets. On sheet C, we have a score for the Banshees. And the score now, they scored in the 4th end, they scored 3. So the score is now 5-1 for the Banshees over Philadelphia 1. And then on sheet A, we had a score of 1 for Rochester over Kirkman. So that score is 4-2 after 4 ends.
So right now, that's our closest score at this time. There are bigger swings on other sheets. There's well, the biggest swing is here on sheet B. A swing of 5 separating the 2 teams. And we should have an update shortly on sheet C for the 5th end. And we're waiting for them to post, and that score is now a lot closer.
Yeah.
So on sheet C, Bush, Philadelphia 1, scored 3 points to bring the score much closer to the Banshees. They're only down 1. So the score is 4-5 in after the 5th end, and the Banshees are still ahead by 1.
How's that?
Again, because of the late start, sheet D is still on their sheet on end number 5, so we'll update that when we get it. And we should have a score soon on sheet A. Well, we have 4 rocks to go there.
So back on our sheet, red put their first stone in the house, and yellow went for the takeout, but just missed it. So now red has 1 in the house as well as a corner guard.
With the call for Kathy's second shot to take.
Better line.
Yes.
Let it curl. Sweep it! Sweep it! Hard all the way! Sweep it!
They are sweeping. for the take.
Hard, hard.
And the skip is sweeping. Did not quite make it out, but
yeah, it stops in the back 8 foot. So it's behind the tee line. It's getting to the point where they might want to keep some of those ones in the back.
yes,
Center line.
for backing.
Yeah.
Come to everything. Hide in plain sight,
Yep.
as a famous old Canadian skip told me once.
All right. Yep.
So Leslie has opted for the guard on the
You got it.
red that is shot, and it is a front guard, very long guard, only a couple feet over the hog line.
Yeah,
So
it covers the other side of center line that the stone is on, but I guess it's still covering center line. So it looks like they're calling the takeout, and it's a little bit narrow, so they're right on it.
Yes, yes. Gonna hit.
trying to
Gonna
get
hit
by, trying to get by.
No.
Nope, they did hit. So both shots are out. And just to keep you informed, this game is the quarterfinals in the third event. And whoever wins this game moves on, and whoever loses is out.
Yep. Do you know if they get to play tomorrow morning if they make it? Or
If
is
they make it, yes.
Another,
Oh
okay.
no, tonight.
Tonight, the
they
very
do.
next.
Yeah,
Okay.
I believe so.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. When you're in the third event, you got to try harder.
Yep.
As far as you can get it. As far as you can get it.
All right, so that stops a little bit short of where they wanted it to be, because they wanted to cover that center line. So now there's a open hit. We'll see what Julie calls.
You got this.
Oops, looking like it came out a little wide.
Yeah,
Gotta come back.
it's wide. It looks like it might take out that guard.
Could.
Goodness.
Might do it the back way.
And it just misses the one in the house. So it takes out the guard, but doesn't make any contact with anything else.
If it had curled a little bit more, it could have
Yeah.
had the right angle. But they're not getting a lot of those angles tonight, unfortunately. They're not missing by much. It's just a little
Yeah.
bit here, a little bit there, and they're, you know, there's never an end that's been a big score. It's been close, but not close enough.
Has to come back. I've got to lie. Never, 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 never.
This one's coming in pretty nice. Oh, it
It's
turned.
turned.
It turned
Turned
reverse
handle.
handle at the very end. So it looked like it was going to end up in the perfect spot, and it ends up a little bit too wide.
Crap on the ice.
That's too bad.
Take this one out.
Julie does need points.
Yeah.
I would say that the shot to call is to
Want me
come
here?
to. Looks like she's going for a take.
Yeah. I guess maybe she's hoping they'll take it out and
Hit and
maybe
roll.
roll just a few inches over behind that cover.
That would be nice. Elisabeth's shot is off. Does have to curl past the red guard.
Sweep it!
And they are now calling
Sweep
for...
it! Sweep it out of the way!
Yeah, it's curling quite a bit.
Now they're asking, she's asking for a big sweep.
Get it, get it, get it.
And just got it out. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it curled a little bit too much.
To stay.
They would have liked to stick around on that one. But it does get out that shot rock, so they're sitting one.
So it did the job.
Yeah.
It is quite colorful looking at that tutu coming down the ice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Especially on the pullback. The tutu up in the air.
No!
This looks like it's going to wreck on the red guard
It already started.
without any damage.
Yeah, that's
So-
a pretty good outcome. They're
Well, it
they're
did,
it's kind of a center guard.
yeah. Unfortunately, it did open up the shot rock.
You want to?
They need shots, so I think they
between
need
there?
to draw in again. They're trying to decide which way to draw.
Should I be here?
We do need points.
Coming. No, this is good.
I kind of like doing that because if she can wick off, she has the option of wicking off her shot rock. But I really wish she was giving more
Yeah,
ice.
it curls a lot. It
It's not
curls
enough
quite
ice.
a lot on here.
Yeah.
It might curl to on the center line side of that red guard.
It could.
And get in. It's possible.
But I really, okay, now she's moving it so that, okay, they've changed their minds,
All right, they're coming the other way.
coming the other way. I like this better if they were going to do the other shot. I'm not sure that was going to work from the get-go.
Yeah.
Yep. It was. It was going to be perfect. Until all of a sudden it was not.
All right, it looks like they need to sweep a little.
Yeah, it's on the
it's
on
on
the
this
guard.
red guard.
Opposite line. It's going to hit red.
Okay, it is on the front guard.
Nip, nip, nip.
Okay, it did come in and hit shot rock yellow, moved it a tad, but wicked over into the 12-foot, the shooter. Unfortunately,
Maybe.
shot rock is still showing, and as we have seen, Leslie Gray has no problem. When she smells blood in the water, she goes for it. And she is going for that shot rock.
Didn't work out, but we moved up a few inches.
Still a little chatter there.
I think are they going
Shots
to
away.
take out?
They called for a sweep immediately. Now they're calling up.
Yeah, it looks a little wide to me.
Yeah, it does
they
to
might
me
be
too.
getting this red on the outside for a good
Oh
angle.
my.
Oh,
just missed.
Just missed.
Woo.
I thought they had that angle there.
I did too.
Oh, that one.
But
Going right at it.
it's interesting that she called sweep right away. They did sweep right away. They held it out, and it
Where's that here?
stayed out. So
Yeah.
I'd like to see her come in and come right down to their yellow
Yeah.
and do a little promote. They need points. So
Right on that line, that rock.
need to come in
Yeah.
and be 1 and 2.
Yeah.
And it would be a good thing if they could split them behind cover.
Yeah, that would be great.
All right.
Um,
We're going to guard it. Guard
Because
it or
that,
draw
that
it in.
possibility is there. They
Yeah.
could split behind both
Guard or
of
draw.
those guards out there
Yeah.
and not give Leslie a shot at a take. out a little bit. Let's see if it comes back. They are starting to sweep. So she must be a little light.
Yeah, looks like a guard maybe.
Sweep it in.
Yeah.
Sweep it in.
Yep.
Sweep it in.
Okay, it's a little light, but it's not a bad guard.
So we wanted.
Yeah, it's a guard.
Thank you, ladies.
That definitely covers up the shot rock.
too much.
And it's a little bit of an angle, so it's not easy to take it out.
So they're not even attempting. They're going to try and draw in through the port on the other side to outcount.
Promote. You don't have to hit it too hard.
Oh, and it looks like there's some updates on other sheets. On sheet C,
Where does it have to end up?
Philadelphia won. Bush scored 3 in the 5th end. So now the score is 5 for the Banshees and 4 for Philadelphia 1.
Yeah.
Looks like they're on the front red.
Up.
Yeah, they're
And
going
it
for the
looks-
tick.
But
Stop.
it's just going to go out. So, the question is,
All right, so we're sitting one.
Like to come draw, I mean, it's open draw.
I'm going to draw. Let's
So
draw.
it's, see?
As long as I don't hit, I don't want to hit that one.
okay, she's going to try and draw for 2.
So they are batching it at the spots.
Yeah, I just don't want to hit that one. Okay.
So her big concern is promoting the front red just off the house, or maybe biting. She wants to make sure and get around it, and of course she's got to outcount
We're sitting one.
the
White or red.
red
Yes.
in the 12-foot. So she ideally would bite white,
Yeah.
bite the 8-foot. Okay, she's away. Calling for a sweep.
It's not going to come back.
Must be concerned about the weight.
Yeah, it looks pretty
Not-
wide though.
Yeah, not coming back. And they must be concerned about it did wreck on a front yellow. So it looks like score of 1 for the Irish Ice team from Potomac. And now the score after 6 is 6-2. Erin Gokirlin, the Jersey Pinelands team, over Irish Ice Potomac. So again, score of 6-2 after 6.
And on sheet A, did we say what the score was after 5 ends yet? It's
No,
it's
we
now
didn't know.
tied after
Tied.
5 ends at 4 points apiece for Potomac Kirkman versus Rochester Hill.
So good fight back from Kirkland's team to tie up the score.
Sweep it in.
And we've just had an update on sheet D in the 5th end. In the 5th end, Rochester scored
D.
sorry, wrong one. Thank you. Sheet D, Celtic Curling
Is
Chicks
that one better?
scored 2.
Yeah.
And so they're climbing back. The score is now 6-4, and that's Bucks County over Celtic Curling Chicks.
Okay.
So not as lopsided there. And that's nice. That's a 2-point spread, and
Well,
scores are a little
I mean,
closer.
here's just play it out, right? 10:02, the paper says, and we started at
To get
10:03.
2 more ends.
Well,
So.
Okay, we also
let's
have
pretend it was 10:02.
since I finished that, we have a update on sheet C, and they are all tied up. So in the 6th end, it looks like Philadelphia won, took one, stole one, and now the score is tied at 5 apiece. Philadelphia won and the Banshees.
A lot of close games.
It's getting that way.
Yeah, might as well.
A, C, and D, very close.
Yeah. So on our sheet, it looks like Irish Ice put up a nice corner guard, and then Gray also put up a guard. I think they were trying to go around.
Okay, so now we have Kathy Carr's second shot. And it's looking pretty good for...
Stay on it. Watch your feet.
Yeah, so it ends up just in the top of the house.
Work,
they were trying to go around the guards, but didn't quite make it there.
Take this out. Give me a lot of weight. Careful with the line.
Okay, so Leslie Gray has called for a takeout on Kathy Carr's second shot.
Yes.
And they are starting to sweep. Looks like she may have been a little light.
It's curling quite a lot.
Yeah, it is.
All right, up. Never mind.
And is not going to. Actually, it hit on the front yellow guard and rolled over for a center guard on the other side, or the side guard on the other side, the left side.
Huh. I wonder what weight that was. Probably like backline weight, maybe?
Maybe, yeah. Well, it's always interesting to me as the ends get closer to the end of the game. The noise level out on the ice does go up.
Narrow.
The intensity increases, and it gets even more exciting.
Yeah, line is curling. It's curling in.
So we got a draw coming, and they're trying to get by that front red. They didn't quite make it, but it did narrow the line, or the gap, and protecting their shot rock in the 12-foot for Irish Ice.
Yeah, it definitely makes a straight takeout a lot harder.
Okay, so the call from Leslie Gray is a come-around draw, and it looks like she's a little light and is not going to make the house. So a wall is building.
There's a lot of guards out there.
Yeah.
If anyone can get something in, it's probably not coming out.
That's right. So again, Julie is calling for a come around on the right-hand side. And this is this tricky ice.
Yeah.
Gotta get it by. Gotta sweep to get it by the front guard.
Good line.
And then they need to come up as soon as they can because it's a little hot.
Way fast.
Yeah.
Way fast.
Unfortunately,
that's through.
It's through. So now the other skip is going to basically try the same shot to see if she can draw in.
Yeah, we'll see if they can get the line down.
Yes.
Line and weight.
Yeah.
Critical on this side. Looks like she's narrow. They've called sweep right away.
Hold that line.
And she's hoping to hold the line. She's going to get a promote.
All right, keep going.
Not sure.
That's definitely opened up the yellow rock quite a bit.
It
hit the guard that was already there all the way to be a pretty corner guard and rolled to the center line.
They are not. More?
I still don't think that's enough ice to make that guard.
So they're just calling draw weight, right?
Yeah.
I think that might be a little bit too little ice.
Too tight. They're going to need more ice. for that. It curls so much there.
Yeah.
All the way, guys, all the way.
Yeah, it looks
It's way
looks
narrow.
narrow, so
Yeah.
they're trying to
It's
see
gonna wreck.
where it
Yeah.
will end up.
It's gonna curl over, as we've seen. It's going into that pocket of 3 that have been there with that same line.
Wow. Okay.
All right, so basically it hits into that group of stones, and that
Popped a red out for a guard.
yeah.
Not what they planned, but at this point, I guess they'll take it.
Yeah.
It's better than having it wide open as it was before.
It's like this out. Normal. Yes!
Okay, looks like she has come out narrow as well. See what happens here. Into the pocket.
Just watch that. All right.
Cleared out a couple of stones, but
Yeah.
really no big damage was done.
Try
Yeah.
to promote that. Become. Yeah. That might be a tough promote.
Now Julie is looking at both sides.
Get down by 4, we have to put stones in the
Yeah, we do. We got to get stones in the house.
That's
Think you
the
can-
right stuff.
Yep.
Thinking at
Okay.
least.
So it looks like they're calling a promote on that yellow out there.
Yeah. I'd really, wouldn't
But
you
that's
like
quite
to
a little bit of ice.
Yeah, it is. There, she's moved the broom.
All
She
right.
has moved the broom. But honestly, I really think the play's in the middle, and I'd love to see her promote that front yellow as opposed to this outside one.
Yeah.
They've seen those stones
You got it, girl.
curl big time over there. They
Yeah.
should know how to do that. Off center.
All right, so Veta has released the stone. It looks a little bit wide.
It's got a curl.
And it's a bit of a spinner,
Not coming.
so I don't think it's going to come back.
It's not coming. Get in the house, maybe.
A little wide and a
Sweep the
spinner.
house, sweep the house.
Wow.
Oh, they
That's
just
too bad.
Yeah, if they had been on that a little bit earlier, at least it would be
The
biting.
biter, yeah.
We'll try it again.
Okay, it looks like she's going to go for the take with less traffic there, less rocks in play. It's possible that could happen. And it looks like, is it going to come over enough?
Did you get a piece of that?
Oh, she's only going to get a piece. All right. And she did remove the guard and did stay in the house for second shot and did expose shot rock.
Yeah, so that's a pretty good outcome.
Yes, it is. So they know they need to come down to protect that, push it back a little bit.
Where? Yeah. I think a little bit of this.
Yeah, I like that ice better.
Yeah, it hangs out there.
Yes, you get past a certain point and there's... I'm sure she's not thrilled to have to be throwing on this side, though.
Okay. Draw to the button. Try to get it.
All right, so they're going to use that stone in the top 12 as kind of a guard and just draw it to the 4 foot.
Yep.
The one in the picture looks ridiculous. Worked out very well. That worked out well. I didn't think it was I just wanted to use stuff out.
All right, the shot is off.
calling for sweep.
Yeah.
They're watching the weight.
Looks
Think
pretty
it's a little high.
wide, yeah.
Yeah. Now they're sweeping again, so that's a good sign. And they're sweeping. Okay.
Yeah, and it just touches the forefoot.
Touches the forefoot. Not buried, though.
Not buried.
Thanks.
But
Whoa.
I guess it will be hard to get 2 yellows out, so they could still
Definitely.
have potentially another shot to get a second one in there.
Just a minute, can't we?
Takes the other one out.
And then
Okay, she's got plan A and plan B. If it curls too much, she'll take the front rock out.
I was talking with my hands.
yeah, but if everybody's out here,
We were like 35 minutes, 40 minutes.
all right.
Okay, she's coming with some weight. They're calling for sweep.
Sweeping. It looks like they're going to get the top one.
Yes. If they don't wreck
If
on
they
the
don't
guard.
wreck, yeah.
No, they got by the guard. Yep, they're gonna.
Oh, nice.
big time. She got. Well, she didn't quite make the double. Yellow is still shot.
Yeah, it looks
Yes.
like yellow's still shot, and it does open up the center a lot. So that's actually kind of a nice outcome for yellow.
Definitely.
Less? You're giving me less?
So
Where did I end up? Is that where I ended up? Oh, okay, yeah.
But we need to hide.
Yeah. You're right. You're right. Yep. Okay, draw in. Draw it to the button.
So you heard her say, "Where did I end up?" And that is, it's easy for you to think that the skip should remember where she ended up last time. But the skip is thinking about so many things.
Yeah.
That's the importance of the third.
Yep.
Remember that line? What happened? Tell me, remind me.
Yep.
Come back.
Not looking like it's coming back.
Come back.
Hopefully she can get a little tick. Nope, she's coming in on her yellow. Oh. She shot one, but I don't
think she's second.
No, I don't think she's second either.
This one over here is definitely outcounting.
Oh, you're right. Absolutely.
The one at the front of the house.
Yeah, yeah. So it's one yellow right now. So Leslie needs to make the usual last skip shot, draw to the button.
She just needs to be fully in the 8 foot.
Yes, she does. But the call, when you have that much of a shot to get to the button, your aim, as she just said, is I'm coming into the button. That's the confidence of a skip.
So they've
They
called
are
sweep to make
sweeping.
sure that it gets around the guard. I guess also for weight.
Yeah, because they've got plenty of room. I hope they haven't overswept. Nice
shot.
Very nice.
Right
And
to the
that's-
forefoot.
Yep. So that's one red. That makes the score 7-2 after 7. In favor of Erin Gocurlin, the Jersey Pinelands Club, Combination Club, over the Irish Ice Potomac Club.
So on the other sheets, on sheet C, after 6 ends, the score is tied at 5. And that's Philadelphia 1 versus the Banshees. That's tied. On sheet A, for the game of Kirkman versus Hill, the score is now 7 for Rochester, Team Hill, to 4 for Kirkman after 6 ends.
And on our featured sheet, as she should, the skip for Erin Gokurlin has called for her lead to throw through the house, not giving any target for Irish Ice to utilize.
Yeah.
So as mentioned before, the other games are quite tight, and happy to see it. Unfortunately, our featured game is not that tight. And Kathy's shot is coming up a little short. They're sweeping hard to get it over the hog.
Well, it's in play, so they could still make something of it later.
You bet.
They threw the first one through the house. This time they're calling for a draw.
Yes.
Think about that.
It's interesting. I would throw the second one through.
Yeah, it looks a little heavy, so it'll probably be through anyway. Yeah.
Brian?
Now, if you want to draw in behind cover, I think I would be giving a little less ice than this. How about you?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that looks like a lot of ice.
Sweep it. Where is it? All right. Careful. Careful.
Okay, it's not going to bury, so they want to leave it high.
Okay.
And just half in the 8-foot.
Take it out.
Unfortunately, not buried.
Yeah, so now Red is going to start taking them out.
Yes!
A little narrow, though.
Hard, 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 hard. You got it. Keep going, keep going. In front of the block, please.
Oh, just missed it.
I thought they would get a piece.
Just missed it, so that's a little break for Irish Ice.
Guard.
No, you want to... This is very hard. I would love her to... She needs to promote it. She needs rocks in play, locks in the house. Just come down to it, freeze it, come around it, but don't guard it.
Ooh,
At this
it's
point,
looking pretty light.
it's
it might
awfully
be
light. I'm not
might be
even
a
sure.
hog.
Yeah, not even sure it's going to make the hog.
Any chance?
Okay, bummer.
That's too bad.
Thanks.
Well, that means Red will have another shot at that takeout.
Yep. Just giving her a little more ice. She did,
No, 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 no.
has a better shot at it.
Yeah, it looks like it's pretty good.
Yep. Looks like this could be it. Okay.
Ryan?
Okay, so red has ended up in the 12-foot on the side, and Julie has elected to draw in again, drawing behind cover.
Sweep it. All the way. Careful.
They are sweeping.
Careful.
Up. Yep. Looks a little hot.
A little too much.
Unfortunately. Well, it is a biter.
It's stuck around. Yeah. All right, it looks like red is calling for a guard.
I'm kind of surprised.
I'm not
they're
really sure why.
Yeah, I'm not either. I don't know why they're not just playing the numbers and
Yeah, they just need to
taking
take a
out
couple
the,
out.
Yeah, and take out the yellow in the back. This just helps Team Irish Ice.
Yeah, because it's something for them to hide behind.
Absolutely.
And you just don't want to leave anything.
If you went from the strategy of throwing through the house on your first rock,
Yeah.
you meant to keep it clean.
Yeah.
And so throwing up a guard like this is. But they, obviously there are a lot of rocks that have to come in the house for Irish Ice to work.
All right, so they're gonna call the draw behind cover again.
Yep. Okay, she has tightened up the ice a little bit from the last time she called for this draw, so let's hope that that will vary.
Yeah, and hopefully with a little bit less weight, it will curl a little more.
Sweep it. Sweep it in. Sweep it in. All the way. Up, up. Sit, sit.
Okay,
Sit.
a little heavy,
Yeah.
but in the house. So now the skip is calling for takes.
All right.
Eliminate yellow.
Yeah, and they're lined up. It could be a double.
Yep.
Yeah, it's starting to curl a lot, so
Yeah,
they're sweeping.
They're sweeping. I'm afraid they may have missed it. Oh, no. Picked it out. Picked it out. Okay, this is Vita's second shot. Again, calling for, and she has tightened up the ice a little bit more.
Yep.
Okay, update on sheet C.
Make sure it has enough.
Looks like on sheet C, Philadelphia won, scored in the 7th.
heavy.
Again, they stole, so that the score is now 6-5. And that means that the Banshees have the hammer. So, well, and they are down to Skip's rocks.
I don't want this. I don't want to have to watch that.
So Veta threw almost the exact same shot. It ended up in the back of the house. Didn't bury behind the guard, but it's in the house.
Do you know why I told you to do that?
It looks like
Yeah.
Leslie
I know,
is
'cause, like,
calling
the last couple of that, they've been thrown that way and died.
the takeout.
Yes.
But there was a little bit of confusion with the third. Was calling a little too much ice. So yeah.
I think they've got their signal straight now.
Yeah.
Take it away. She came out narrow though, so I'm afraid she's off. And I'm afraid she's going to miss. Yeah, we still have 2 yellow rocks in play. Shot rock and third rock.
Yep. I was giving you here, like.
Is this the hammer?
All right. Draw front of house.
Not yet. So
Yellow
this
has-
is, yellow has 2 shots to come. Both of Julie's shots are still to come. Technically, not sure that they could tie, but we'll see.
If they could somehow split this guard that's really high up all the way onto the ice, it could happen.
That could happen.
I don't think that's likely.
But I do think they have finally gotten around this guard. Is it enough to get in the house? No. Oh, that's a shame.
Good try, but. Huh? Yeah, I was
Still playing.
Online, right? Felt like I was online.
Sheet C is coming down to a very exciting finish.
That's okay.
Right now, 2 red are counting,
Handy draw. And then we'll just
and
kinda
we're
have a
on
fun
the
shot
first
and see what happens.
Skip's rock. And it looks like she's coming down to tap back. They're sweeping hard. Unfortunately, I think she's a little light. So back to our sheet. Looks like it's a little hot, and Veta is sweeping her little heart out. And she has swept it through.
All right, we'll try again. Try again.
So Julie has
Try again.
last shot is a draw. They are sitting 1, so she's trying to
All
make
right,
their
try
score
again.
closer.
Trying.
Looks like there's a shake of hands over on sheet A. We don't know what happened, but considering that red was up, okay, they are posting it. No, they're not posting it. Okay, we'll go back to here. We'll see if
No, I didn't curl.
Julie's last shot looks a little hot. Coming back to the red to stick, but it did not count. So it looks like they scored 1, and but Erin Go Curlin is the winner.
Yeah, so Erin Go Curling will be moving on to the semifinals of the third event.
Correct. We're not positive about sheet A. They did shake in the 7th end after the 7th end. Given the score, I have a feeling that
Good curling.
that Rochester prevailed.
Yeah,
But
I
we'll-
think that's probably who won, but
We'll
we're
get
not
you.
sure.
We won't. We'll confirm that as soon as we can.
Yeah.
So The 2-2s, 1 out.
Let's switch the cameras to
Now that
sheet
one
C.
didn't curl.
Okay.
Overhead view of the house.
Greta, did that one
Okay,
curl?
this is a very exciting end on sheet C. Now that we've moved the cameras, it's Philadelphia 1 against the Banshees. And just to keep you up to date, the Philadelphia 1 scored 1 in the 7th to go ahead. But of course now the Banshees have last rock, and that's about what is to come. And we've got 2 reds showing. She's got a port, and it looks like she needs to draw to shot rock, which is almost on the button, in order to score 1, to tie it, to make it come into an extra end. And the shot is away, and they are not sweeping yet. Now they're sweeping. They know they need to get it by the front yellow. Have to get it by the front yellow. They're sweeping very hard, very hard. They did get it by, and are they going to stick? They stick for 1. They stick for 1.
Nice shot.
And that was a beautifully called, swept, played shot. And now they have tied it up, and we have an extra end.
Nice.
So we'll keep following this for a little bit.
Yeah.
So there's a combination of surprise and okay, let's do it, and smiles on sheet C as they all deal with the fact that they are going to be in an extra end, and they are bringing the rocks back down to the other end so that we get to see the exciting finish here in the warm room.
Philadelphia 1, Team Bush. The lead is Gina Miller. Second is Kim Cooper. Vice is Kelly Giddis. The skip is Cindy Bush.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, here's this name. Gaelic, which I've already messed up earlier today. Banshee, the Squava Lodge.
Yeah, we gave up on that. We just started calling them the Banshees. We decided we couldn't get through that for nothing.
Team Adams, the lead is Jeanette Coburn. Second is Letitia Young. Vice is Jen Weir. Skip Adrian Adams.
Okay.
You know what club they're from?
Okay, they're from Plainfield. So we have a Philadelphia versus Plainfield game going on here in an extra end.
And it looks like their first shot didn't make it over the hog line, so it'll be out of play.
Okay, so yellow out of play. Here comes.
The Jews were the Masons, and this is what they wore in Germany because.
Okay, so it looks like the first red is coming up nicely for a corner guard. Off center. And yellow is calling for a guard on the center line. They're sweeping.
out of center line guard.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, she's calling for a other side of the house guard. No sweep. Looks a little hot. It is slowing down, starting to slow down. That looks like it might be in, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be in. Okay, just biting 8 foot. Okay, once again on sheet D, a lot of rocks in play on their 7th end. Kind of hard to tell. It looks like yellow is shot in the 7th.
I can't tell.
It's pretty tough, but I think yellow is shot by 1 with red right behind him.
Yeah.
On Skip's rocks. Okay, on our sheet that we're now following, looks like it's a take.
And the line looks pretty good. And that's a nice takeout.
Nice take, no roll, but straight take. So it looks like the skip for Philadelphia 1 is calling for a take as well. Very tight ice. Her broom is right on the rock. Calling for the sweep now. Are they going to get a roll? Oh, they did have a miss. So maybe the ice was a little too tight.
Yeah. And they didn't call sweep for a while, so
No.
maybe they were really going for the roll, but
They
waited
were
a little bit too long.
Yeah. Sometimes you have to remember what the primary shot is.
Yeah.
Get the rock out. Okay, so yellow, the Banshees, out of Plainfield, have called for another shot in the house, up front, just the 12 foot. Doesn't want it deep. And that looks pretty good.
That's a nice shot, yeah.
Very nice. Just in the white, just in the 8 foot. But of course now
it's an easier roll.
Easier roll for Philadelphia to try hit and roll behind cover because there are 2 guards. Okay. Oh, just a tick. Just a tick. Hit the one of the front guards, the yellow guard, and missed the shot they were going for. So now, yellow, Banshees, have a chance to guard.
They're sweeping it for line. Looks pretty heavy though.
Does a little. Can't hurt it to pop it back a little bit.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's a good shot.
That's a nice shot. Came in just off center. I guess you could say a double is there. But it's a tough one. Okay, she is calling for the take. Told her normal weight. Called for sweep right away. Up. Oh, it's because it's on the guards. Okay, well, we've changed the complexion of the front of the house.
Yeah. Yeah, they have the angle red into yellow, and then the other red is guarding some of the yellows. So there's a lot of stuff out front.
There's guard out front. Now yellow has called for, Banshees has called for a shot in the 12-foot up front. This looks a little hot, and it is curling. So I think it's going to come into the pocket here.
It's going to promote a little bit.
It's going to promote something. Okay, that's not all bad. You've got three yellows in a nice little nest there. There is a red out to the side of them, and they could promote that. They could come around it. Looks like she's going to try and come around it.
Yeah.
Come around her red. And she has the option of promoting if it does curl. Shots away. No sweep yet. Now sweep. Looks like it may have been a little light. They're sweeping. Yeah, it looks like she just hit it a little light.
Yeah. Well,
not all bad.
It looks like red is now second shot, I think.
Yes, it could very well be second shot, and not a bad idea in terms of later shots to come.
Yeah, it looks like there's a line. They could promote reds if they need to, or come around now.
So now it looks like their Banshee is trying to determine whether they want to guard or come around.
Yeah.
The third wants to guard, the skip wants to come around.
I mean, I think it's always hard to do a promote over a draw, in my opinion. But, I mean, obviously, they know the ice better than me at this point.
Now it looks like they're just determining, it looks more like they want the guard, but they're trying to determine where it should end up. Farther out front or down two. A lot of thought going into this shot.
It looks like on sheet D they're shaking. I'm not sure what happened in the last shot. Did you guys see what happened on sheet D? You guys see?
Could you go?
Did you see what happened on sheet D?
No.
Okay. That's fine.
It's looks like one yellow, and yellow already had a 1 point lead, so.
All right.
Okay, well, we're going to wait for confirmation on that because they did start moving rocks.
Yeah. We're not sure, but we're thinking that it might be Bucks County 2.
Over Celtic Curling Chicks. Okay, a lot of thought going into this shot by the skip. Her first shot from Banshee. And they are sweeping. Okay, it does look like it's a little light.
Well, I think they called the guard.
Yeah, but they're worried about it getting over now. Okay, so it's a long guard on the other side of the center line. I'm not sure.
I don't think that's what they wanted
at all.
I think they wanted it over in front of the reds.
Yeah. Okay, we just got confirmation on sheet D that Bucks County 2 did win over Celtic Curling Chicks. We don't know what the score was, but confirmation that Bucks County 2 did win that game. Okay, again, a lot of deliberation on the skips rocks. This is now the first rock for Philadelphia 1. Cindy Bush throwing her first skip rock. And it looks like they're looking at a draw around. I can't quite see. Can you see?
I think they might be doing the promote for the ice that they have, but it's possible they're calling the draw around.
The shot's away, calling for sweep. They're sweeping hard. It is curling. Looks like it might be a little light. Okay. Did hit and promote, but not enough to make it shot.
Yeah. Just needed like couple more feet worth of ice, not of ice, of weight.
Weight. Yeah, could have done it. So now the discussion is going to be for Cindy Bush and her third, Kelly Giddis, what to do to prevent last shot advantage for Plainfield. The Plainfield Banshees. All right, I'm going to attempt this one more time. The Banshee Le Squaba Hurler.
That's as good as a guess as what I would
with
say.
Adams and Adams the skip, but man, we'd like an explanation on that one.
I'm sure there's a long explanation.
As long as that name, or longer.
One of the people watching the web stream this afternoon gave a translation. It means banshees that scrub or that brush with brooms.
Banshees that brush with brooms.
Yes.
Okay, banshees. Okay. Where are banshees from?
Ireland.
Oh, they are. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That brush with brooms.
Banshee is like a witch.
Oh, a witch. Oh, yeah. I like it. Okay, the shot is away. They are sweeping a little bit. Looks like she is just trying to guard. The question is she even over the ice, over the hog line? It looks like this may be
This is
not good.
Gonna make it.
No. Okay, so
that's too bad.
That is too bad. So this last shot of the skip was no threat to the last shot advantage. But so that means that now she, in order to score, to outscore, to win the 1 point that they need in order to win, she's looking at the ice. She's trying to figure out how to draw, and she has to almost bite red in order to score. The score is definitely, I mean, the shot rock is right smack in the middle of the 8 foot, would you say?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, it's a game of inches.
Yeah. Do you think that they could, is there any line for them to straight draw? Probably not.
Well, I think, and the question is, since we haven't been, no, it looks like they are looking for the draw, or the draw round. Now they're looking at the promote.
Yeah.
But that promote, look how close those two reds are.
Yeah, it's really hard. It's definitely not an easy shot.
Not at all. Because if she hits, if it would a nose hit,
It looks like you could promote the red into the red.
Now they're looking at that shot.
Yeah.
So she has 3 options here. Cold draw to come around. A promote on the red that is outside the house, right in front of the house. And then she has 2 reds that are right next to, but in the house, that she could double promote for a shot.
Yeah.
And of those 3 shots, what would you do?
Of those 3,
and she's having a fit. She's laughing like crazy. What do I do?
I mean, if I thought it was possible, I might go for the straight draw. But I don't know if it's possible on this ice.
I agree with you. I don't think they think it is.
Okay.
So
well, in that case, I guess I would try the middle ones because the angle is slightly easier.
I agree with you. There's less possibility to wreck on anything. So I would go for the double promote to the button of the 2 red by her red.
Yeah. I'm not sure what they are actually calling.
I'm not either because with this ice, but this is going to be an exciting finish.
Yeah, definitely.
And here we are. She's thrown pretty good weight. They are yelling for the sweep. They're yelling for the sweep. Now off. Now off. And it was 2. They were caught betwixt and between. So it did not make it, and yellow prevails.
An exciting end, though.
Those witches from Ireland prevailed. It was a very exciting finish.
All right, so that will be the end of the quarterfinals of the 3rd event. And advancing are the Banshees. Banshee La Squaba
Urlaire, which we know from John are the witches
that brush with brooms.
That brush with brooms. And they are moving on. Okay, exciting finish. That's it for myself, Ann Wiggins, and
Laura Yee.
Thank you very much. And
John Lawrence.
wait for the next draw to start very shortly.